I was like, hey guys.
Oh yeah. We're back and we're better. Older than ever. Hello, my wonderful friends of the internet. My name is Hisae, and this is Kiana, and today we're filming our second annual back to school advice video. We're back, we're better, we're here to answer more of your questions. We're doing more of a high school advice on my video, and on Kiana's channel we did a middle school advice. So if you are younger, like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and you need some advice, go check out her video. It will be linked down below. And yeah, we're excited. We're gonna hop right into the questions. So this is a question, I mean, like a lot of you guys asked it kind of in different forms, but basically how to make friends.
The best way to make friends is to join clubs, groups, organizations. People say that all the time, but it's so true. Join a sport, join a club, get involved. The more involved you are, the more people that you'll be able to connect with. So that's my guess.
You'll find people of common interest, and you know, worst comes to worst, just make friends with people in like the classes that you have. You guys maybe feel the same way towards your teacher or towards a subject, you know, maybe you both like it. So, you know, just be yourself, be open and honest about what you're interested in, and you will find like-minded people. How to keep positive vibes when there's drama all around you. By the way, I love you guys. We love you too.
It's all about who you're around, who you associate yourself with. The drama will not affect you at all if you're not talking to those people. So
exactly, like if your friends aren't in the drama, or if you aren't in the drama, just because a majority of the school is being very dramatic and extra and likes to stir trouble, doesn't mean you have to be a part of that. Just because like you're in an environment that's in that, if you like just take a step back and be like, I don't want to involve myself in that, then it doesn't have to affect you. How to keep your friends if you don't have classes together. Lunch. I feel like lunch is the best. You see everyone. If you guys don't have the same lunch, then you just have to put in the extra effort. Like, hey, let's hang out.
But I just feel like you don't have to have them in your class to be friends with them. This goes back to what I said, clubs and organizations is the best way to make friends, because then even if they're not in any of your classes, then you go to see them after school, you go to see them before school, you know, whatever, or just go to different events with them and just hang out with them like normal people. Just, hey, you want to come to my house this weekend? Like,
yeah. How to stay motivated to study and do well. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what did you do?
My face, I was like... You just have to want it, basically. Like, you have to know that, like, you putting in this work now is going to pay off. Like, you're going to get into the college you wanted to. You're going to get more scholarship money. Who doesn't want free money? Everyone wants free money. So, all that extra effort you're going to put in, you just have to think of, like, the bigger goal and what it's going to lead to.
If you want to go to college, you need to put in the work, and you need to understand that your grades are important and you can't slack off. So, if that's something you want to do, if you really wanted to do it, you would put the work in, and just don't let... A lot of times we just waste time on social media, we waste time doing this and that, going to parties, but if you really want to have a successful future, then just have rich parents or put in the work now.
So you got two options,
or
you can't really like, just go grab the first option, so you better put in the work for the second one. How was your guys' school experience? If you didn't know, we have both graduated as of recently. We grew class of 2017. As a whole, I enjoyed my high school experience. I mean, sometimes I was like, wow, I cannot wait to be out of here. Looking back, still so glad to be out of there. But I mean, I made a lot of great memories. I made a lot of great friends, so I can't complain too much.
My experience was pretty crappy. I was in a relationship, which is not something I recommend at all, and it was a bad relationship, and then I did not have good friends until... Like, we didn't start actually hanging out.
Sophomore year.
Well, we've hung out since 8th grade, but, like, she moved schools freshman year, and so we weren't really friends again. So I didn't really have good friends. I felt excluded from a lot of things. The only thing that really kept me sane in high school was volleyball, theater, and theater drove me crazy too, like, don't get it twisted. And my friends in senior year, other than that, I was not feeling high school. It's just not my thing. I mean, I could go on and on, but, you know, like a 5 out of 10 until senior year. Senior year was like a 7.9 out of 10.
Why do seniors hate freshmen? It's just kind of like, oh, I remember being there, so we're just gonna like mess with them.
So no one really cared about the freshmen at all, unless they were an athlete. Then no one even knew their names.
That's
so
very true. Or if they're just like loud and obnoxious, and we're like, oh,
then
that's you. That's you. Don't.
But like, it's because they don't realize how young they are, and the seniors know like that they're literally babies, but they don't really know that like they're like 14. So I mean, you'll understand when you're a senior, trust me.
Yeah. How to make more friends with guys, but just friends. The same way you make girlfriends. Don't be super extra like trying to become friends with guys, because they'll notice, like they'll know, like if you lie about being super into football or you act like 2K is life, like you don't have to do all of that. Like I promise you don't.
I say if you want to make guy friends, keep it at guy friends. Don't like, you know, do all this extra stuff with them. And like if you want guy friends, have guy friends. It's not hard. Like just make sure you friend zone all of them.
Yeah.
And it's like you guys both understand that it's just friends, and you'll have guy friends. I mean, it's not that hard. And don't have a boyfriend that's controlling, because he will cut your guy friends off.
Exactly. That's a big one. Problematic teachers, question mark. I swear that was the worst going through high school. Relatable. Well, no, I mean there was a time.
Oh yeah.
But I remember hearing about
Actually, no. You should beep out that name.
I didn't even have her.
She's crazy.
But I remember one time she said something to me in the library, and I was like, Shawty, like, who do you think you're talking to? Like, you're not even my teacher! Like, sometimes there's really no winning in that type of situation. Like, they are the authoritative power. Unless they're, like, extremely out of line. Like, calling you names or being, like, picking on you obnoxiously, then you can, like, tell your parent. Or being inappropriate. Inappropriate. You can tell a parent, you can tell a principal, someone of a higher power. But if they just, like, get on your nerves and you don't like them, honestly, all you can do is be respectful. Because being absolutely rude to them, like, it's not going to make your situation any better. You're going to have them all year. So either you fight through it or you just try to ease through it. Can you trust people in high school?
You can't trust people in life, period.
Yeah, I mean, in high school, I mean, you can trust like a few people. Like, you can find some really solid friends in high school, but you can't trust everybody.
And trust is earned. Don't give trust to people, because you're going to get hurt in the end. So make sure you build that trust with someone. Trust is just something that there's no guarantee. Like, you can break, like, someone can break your trust like that. But, I mean, it's just something that you got to do. Because if you don't trust anyone, as great as it sounds, like, trust no one, it can be kind of hard.
How to stay healthy in high school? I mean, I guess this is like high school, college. When you get older and you start having more choices on, like, what to eat and, like, your body starts changing and stuff like that, you just have to be more aware. Like, eating is a very social thing. Like, when you go out with your friends, it's always like, all right, what are we going to eat? You don't have to eat, like, the worst food. Or sometimes just don't eat when you go somewhere. Like, eat at home before or stuff like that. I mean, like, yeah, fast food places are cool and cheap, but, like, you don't have to go grub out every time you go somewhere.
I didn't have to worry about working out or anything because I was in a sport. So join a sport if you want an easy workout. If you want to work out, don't join PE. That's not a...
You're not going to get anything.
You're not going to get fit from that. If you really want to get in shape, join track or cross country, because, boy. But, yeah, join a sport. It helps.
How to cut someone off? I mean, you literally have to just cut ties with them. Like, yeah, you're in school, so you're going to see them around, but, like, you just have to make the decision. Like, I don't want you in my life anymore, for whatever reason that is, and just stop putting in the effort to communicate with them.
Yeah, but make sure you kind of communicate it, because if you just kind of like back up from someone, they're going to be like, bro, like, what's up? Like, what's going on?
They're probably going to keep.
Yeah, don't leave them guessing. And, I mean, unless they really did something to you and they know what they did, then that's different. But, yeah.
What's the most important lesson you learned senior year? That everything is temporary. Friendships, like, all these associates and stuff like that, all of that was temporary. All this, like, high school popularity or high school drama, all of that, like, is temporary. In 5-10 years, I'm not gonna remember half of those people's names. I already forgot half of the people's names. You should hear me when people talk about people. I'm like, who? Who's that? So just remember, this is all just the product of one environment that you're in, and when you get out into the real world, everything changes, and everything in high school doesn't matter except for the grades you got based on the college you get in. Other than that, nothing really matters.
I learned senior year the importance of self-love and loving yourself and not taking people's crap. Like, it's really important to not let people walk all over you, to not let people treat you any type of way. That was what I learned, and I learned that I don't need any of those people in my life. Just keep the positive people. It's not that hard, I promise, and you'll be so much happier.
How can us people of color stop any racism or prejudice at school? For example, people saying the N-word plus others. That's a harder one. We went to a very diverse school.
Yeah,
and
super
so
diverse.
That wasn't really an issue. But if you are in that type of situation, I would tell someone older than you, like either your teacher that you can trust or one of your parents, and they can have a conference with the principal, because no one should have to deal with any type of negativity because of the color of your skin. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. I wouldn't, like, I mean, you can try to face it directly, but I wouldn't go like trying to fight somebody. That's not gonna, it's not gonna end up well.
That's funny. I didn't deal with race. I only dealt with racism in elementary school. Shocker. These little 5-year-olds were racist. Like, I'm not even joking. And I mean, I don't really have advice for, you know, for my 5-year-old self. You know, man up. Don't be a little like punk. Like, come on now. Don't let these children treat you any type of way. They're only 5 years old. Post up. Like,
post up. Fight me. Is a relationship in high school worth it? I feel like we say this in every single video, but no, I don't think so personally. The relationships I were in high school, obviously they didn't last. They taught me a lot, I will admit. Like, I learned a lot about myself and about relationships and like what I think I deserve in them. So that was something positive that came out of it. But it can be a very negative, draining thing, and especially in a time in your life when you're trying to figure a lot out. You don't need the extra stress. You don't need the extra drama. Just no. Like, no. Like, no. Like, no. No.
But I will say, what she said, I learned so much about myself. Like, it was ridiculous. There were so many lessons I learned through all that. And, I mean, I wouldn't have learned those lessons if I never got in a relationship.
Exactly.
So I mean, if you just so happen to really like someone,
go for it.
Learn for yourself.
Exactly. Because I'd rather have learned this in high school than in college. So, advice on choosing good colleges and how to handle being a senior. Look into your college and choose it based off the major you're going into. So if it has a really good programming for engineering or nursing or whatever you want to go to, like, don't choose the college that all your friends are going to, or don't choose the party school. Like, choose one that's actually going to benefit you.
Yeah, okay, so basically where you want to be and what you want to be. So if you want to be on the East Coast, the West Coast, want to go abroad, there's plenty of opportunities to study abroad. So I mean, I doubt any of you guys will apply to schools in Europe, but just find schools that cater to what you want to do. If you want to be in science, if you want to be in theater, if you want to be in education, like, find the best school for that, and then whatever location works. There's plenty of colleges for plenty of things. So,
are AP classes worth it?
Yes,
I think so. Especially if you will get the credit. Like, if the college you're going to will accept your either AP or IB credit, then totally go for it, because that's saving you money and time in college. So,
if you're gonna slack around in those AP classes, no. But if you're really trying and get a 4 or 5 on your AP exams, then do it, because not only will you have to do less in college, you're saving money, you're saving time, and I mean,
it's going to look good on your college resume.
It helps you get into college.
Yeah. Being pregnant during school, don't do it.
Don't get pregnant. I mean, that's easier said than done, obviously. But I mean, if you're not ready to be pregnant, practice safe sex and
or take pregnancy methods.
Yeah, or abstinence, people. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, it's pretty hard for a lot of people, but it's not that hard.
Yeah.
But if you are pregnant, just know it's not the end of the world. everything happens for a reason. I know it's crazy. I know you're like, wow, I'm really pregnant right now.
Yeah.
This is really happening. But I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean,
yeah. If you don't want to get an abortion, then take your child as a blessing.
Yeah. When that child is born, you'll be happy.
Yeah.
You'll be, you know.
Time management, stress management.
Yeah.
You can do it. We believe in you. How much time in your life should you dedicate towards school versus your social life? Like 75-25? Having a social life will keep you sane during high school, especially if you're taking like really hard classes. The social life kind of keeps you balanced, kind of keeps you like, okay, something to look forward to, but don't dedicate more time towards your social life. Like you're in school to learn. Yeah. So that is all the questions we're going to answer today. Don't forget to go check out Kiana's video. It will be linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Insta, Twitter. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, babes.